I'm going to be completely honest with you. When Kevin Durant fouled out, I was a little nervous because it's like, oh God, it's just up to Kyrie. And we've established on multiple occasions that just Kyrie by himself does not equate to winning basketball. But they didn't mess it up and they were able to pull it out. Now, y'all, welcome back to Nets Republic. I'm your host, Sever the Bond. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate. It's time to get back to business. There are 100 more of you than there were last video. I asked for 10 more subscribers. Y'all got us 100 more. Appreciate that. So now we're 30 subs away from 1,000. Wasn't gonna push the Thowie like that, but y'all kind of went above and beyond last video. So can we get 30 more? I feel nasty asking for more after y'all recruited 100 more people, but Thowie's right there, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome back to Nets Republic. Y'all, I have to do something that I feel like is superiorly necessary. Something that I feel like needs to be done that I don't think enough people are doing, because a lot of Nets fans are very tame and a lot of Nets fans are very classy, if you will. Well, I was born in the trenches and I'm a little toxic, so I like to go about things a different way. So this is my response to us beating the Cavaliers. Ha 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 ha! I told you! I told you! I absolutely told each and every one of y'all. Now listen, when I closed the church of blow it up for the season, I did so under the pretext that it is our time. Cue John Cena, cue the horns, bam, 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 bam. Our time is now, gosh dang it. It's championship. The Cavaliers can't stop us, and I told you they couldn't stop us. They're a bunch of kids. I don't understand where this respect for the Cavs came from. They are children. And what we're not going to do is slander Karis LeVert. We're not going to do that. And we're not going to talk trash about Jared Allen. In the slightest. I will somehow make this video without slandering those two individuals because I will always love them. But as for everyone else, what did y'all think this was? Mr. Darius Garland, what did you think this was? Oh, that's cute. You had 43. Oh, that's adorable, bro. That's absolutely adorable. But listen, without Colin Sexton, all of a sudden, y'all ain't so cute no more. Because in the past, the Cavs have given us some trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last couple seasons, Cavs have been giving us some issues, but that's not the case any longer. That's not the case any longer. When you got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant giving you 32, it's a rippity rap. And gosh almighty, did TJ Warren go off. I made a lot of jokes about the fact that TJ Warren cannot jump higher than 2 inches off the floor, but my God and a half, did this man not come through today? Well, tonight. Some of the shots he was hitting, it was KD-esque to where everything he threw up, I just assumed it was going in. TJ Warren was playing that friggin' good tonight. Man was playing out of this world. That's the TJ Warren y'all were telling me that I had to look out for. Not whatever he's been doing over the last couple games. This is the TJ Warren that I've been expecting. And I wasn't going for the head fake off the stuff he was doing in the bubble. But I was expecting some form of unreal production. This was a prime example of it. The only thing from Jacques Vaughn that I found a little bit odd was towards the end of the game, did Utah get like a lot more minutes than what made you feel comfortable? What I mean by that was, I felt like he was doing this like tag team thing where it's like Ben Simmons is in for a second, then Kyrie's in for a second, then Ben checks back in, but like the constant was Watanabe. Like he was just out there for a good bit of the fourth quarter, but Jacques was like subbing in Kyrie for Ben back and forth, but Utah's still getting the minutes. And I'm not saying he was getting cooked, but during that time period, that's when the Cavs started to kind of inch back and make things interesting again towards the end of the game. Because there were several times where we were just blowing them out. But towards the end of the game, they started trying to come back and things were getting interesting, if you will. And God bless myself and everyone else who had to sit through the NBA TV broadcast and we had to listen to Mr. Cavalier, who always sounds like he's falling down a flight of stairs anytime he's doing commentary. But yeah, just weird, hyper Utah minutes towards the end. I wasn't sure how I felt about that. I'm like, yo, let's just go for the kill. But that's neither here nor there. I will say this. I'm not going to walk back all of my Ben Simmons slander, but I'm willing to walk back about 50% of it. Because my God, did Ben Simmons play defense tonight. And I'm telling you, I had the ISO cam footage on this man to see what does this man do. And he was locking folks up tonight. Mr. Benjamin Simmons decided to contribute offensively, defensively, moving the ball around, pushing the pace, playing the defense. That is what I expect from Mr. Ben Simmons. Him and TJ Warren, it's like they collectively sat together and said, well, we don't want Sever to push us down the stairs this time, so we gonna step it up a little bit. Well, gentlemen, you did a wondrous job. I have no slander for you whatsoever. The two of them played wonderful. Could have did without Patty Mills sniffing the court, but without Seth Curry and Joe Harris, which was I the only one who was kind of like cringing, like, oh, who's going to shoot the ball? But, you know, we saw that everyone else kind of picked up the slack and we didn't have to worry about that at all. This is not slander. I won't count it as slander, but I just want to bring up and reference. Did y'all see Jared Allen try to shoot that three and it hit the side of the backboard like Paul George? That was, Jesus Christ. But that's not here or there. And I don't count that as slander. I'm simply pointing out something that made me recoil back on my couch, but that's neither here nor there. Y'all, again, I have to state that this is feeling awfully Roman Reigns-y, to where there's no one left. There is absolutely no one left in the conference who can stop us. Now, some would say that we have not proven that we can beat the Celtics. I believe we can because they haven't faced us at full strength. And we've seen what happens when them dudes is out there and ready to go, if you will. I venture to say no team has seen us at full strength, and we're still putting the beats on people. This is also another example where you can't hit the Russell Crowe button because that was a fully healthy team. They came at us with every single one of well, not fully healthy, but as far as their stars go and their starters, they hit us with everything they had. And I don't really think Rubio would have made much of a difference. I don't know how Kevin Love is still in the league, but, you know, he tried his hardest, didn't really do much. Valiant effort, but you're just not on our level. And this whole idea of, and I'm not saying I started this, I absolutely did not. I'm sure other people have been saying this, but this whole idea of there are certain tiers in the conference and people might spread it into 2 or spread it into 3 or 4. But this idea that the Nets are in that middle tier, can we be done with that now? Can we be done with that now? The Nets are right up there, literally in the standings, because not only have we won 9 games in a row, and not only are we 13 of our last 14, remember the Celtics are the only one that we lost to. We didn't have Ben Simmons. I'll tell you that we didn't have Ben Simmons, which apparently means something. From what I saw tonight, apparently means something, but that's not here nor there. We are now in 3rd place. So now statistically and factually, you have to put us up there. Boston, Milwaukee, us. But what did we just prove? We're better than Milwaukee. So I'm putting us above them. And it's just a matter of time before we jump over them in the standings as it is. So I don't think that's jumping the gun. Put us at that 2nd place right there. Again, some people make valid arguments that we haven't exactly proven that we're better than the Celtics, but I believe we are. Personally, I believe we are. I wasn't frightened by what I saw on Christmas. Not in the slightest, because we got KD and Kyrie. Kevin Durant is better than Jason Tatum. Kyrie Irving is better than Jaylen Brown. That I don't believe that's a hot take. That's just facts. And then who's their next dude? I'll wait. Because in the pecking order, our next dude is Ben Simmons. Is Claxton supposed to be afraid of Al Horford? You telling me Marcus Smart is gonna outplay Royce O'Neal? Speaking of Royce O'Neal, did y'all see him locking up Donovan Mitchell? I know they've got history, but did you see him with the fuzzy handcuffs on that man? I mean, I hope he smiles in his mugshot, because my God, was that Kamala Harris? Or was that Royce O'Neal? Just locking Buddy up. It's too much. It's too much. Can't nobody stop us. Can't nobody in the East stop us. We are the best team in the Eastern Conference. This is proof of it. There's no one left. Our next game's against the Hawks at the State Farm Arena. Yeah, that's 10 wins in a row right there. You want to talk about tears? No. And something else I want to throw out there. This whole idea that Kevin Durant's not the best player in the league. And this is coming from me. Y'all know I can't stand Kevin Durant. But this is coming from me. How is he not? Again, Christmas time, you got your family around you, you're eating the food and such, you're watching the games, you get distracted by certain performances and triple doubles and stuff like that. It's cute, it's awesome. But ain't none of them better than KD. Jokic could have a 70-point triple-double, and he's not better than KD. Did you see the defense Kevin Durant was playing tonight? Helping out down low, making sure nobody could get their posties off. Now, granted, he fouled out, and if I were to keep the same energy that I keep with Ben Simmons, I should be screaming on Mr. Kevin Durant, but I can't do that. Can't do it. Not only because the refs were on some absolute shenanigans tonight, but they always are. But because the greatness of Kevin Durant is so grand and so magnificent. I mean, what can he do? And the fact that he's got this complete game in year 15. I mean, cheese and crackers, this man is amazing. He should be the MVP. I don't care what Kyrie's doing. He should be the MVP. And he's clearly the best player in the league. He's better than Embiid. He's better than Jokic. Definitely better than Giannis. I mean, I think we're all past that. After that, who else exactly do people throw in the mix? Once upon a time ago, I'd say, nah, he ain't better than Braun. But them days are gone. Once upon a time, I say he ain't better than Harden. But them days is gone. If we're just comparing him to Embiid, Giannis, Jokic, I'm saying he's better than all three of them. And just the fact that we have these conversations and no one says Jason Tatum should tell you something. That should tell you something. I have supreme confidence. I like what I'm seeing. that was our final test. I know we haven't played the Heat yet, but it's the Heat. Personally, for me, they have nothing left to prove. They have shown me that they are them dudes collectively. Regardless what happens for the rest of the regular season, they have shown me that they are those dudes. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs at this point. Obviously, the regular season matters as far as seedings go because we want to make sure that we're in a good place so that we can remain healthy and continue to play inferior teams for as long as possible until we get higher and higher in the playoffs. But as far as what will transpire, because it's still December, we got a long way to go. We're not even at the All-Star break yet. We got a long way to go. So there's a lot of basketball to be played. If the bottom falls out for some reason and they just get bored and start playing with their food or something like that, or maybe someone goes in like a weird shooting slump or something like that. I mean, like Watanabe's shooting 53% from three. Like they're shooting godlike right now. But like if we run into some weird turbulence mid-season, Kyrie gets canceled or something, I'm not going to be concerned because I've seen what The Rock is cooking. I've seen it. We've all seen it. And that example goes both ways. Because either the Nets could go through some weird rough patch coming up and have us like, oh, gaga, or they're going to continue to be dominant, have one of the best records in the league, and then stomp their way to... You feel it could go both ways. Regardless of what I'm saying, whatever we have in store for us as Nets fans for the rest of this season, they've already shown me they're serious. They've already shown me that they're ready to take that next step. So if things inevitably go bad at some point, or they don't, they have proven to me that they're serious. Years past, there's been times where I'm like, well, they have to prove that they can do it. Because they've been so arrogant going into seasons saying, hey, well, I'm James Harden, we good. I'm Kevin Durant, we good. You know, like they would just walk into places and assume that they would win because talent. Well, they've proven it this year. So to me, there's nothing they can do to sway me off this high right now. But hey, as we just established, there's no one left. No one left in the Eastern Conference. And as a matter of fact, I think it might be time to start gazing elsewhere. Might need to knock on the old, you feel me, New Japan, AEW, Forbidden Door. You know what I mean? We might need to see what's going on in the Western Conference and see what's goody with them. And start preparing for the finals. As far as projecting goes, of course. Because ain't nothing going on in the East. If I can quote Mr. John Morant, which, but if I can quote Mr. John Morant, I'm good on the East. We good. Maybe it's time to look at the West and see what we need to prepare for when we get to the finals. Because there's no one stopping us in the East. Let me know your thoughts down below. Sever the Bond. You're here on Nets Republic. Wonderful, wonderful game. 9 in a row. Let me know your favorite part of the game down below. And I'll see y'all, is it Wednesday? Let's see. Let's check the old handy dandy app and see when we play again. Slow app. I hate this freaking app. Oh my God. Our next game is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Wednesday against the Hawks. So I'll see y'all on Wednesday to talk about how we absolutely obliterated Atlanta. Then the game after that. What's the game after that? Let's just take a quick preview. Hawks, Hornets, Spurs, Bulls, Pelicans, Heat, then the Celtics. That's a dub, 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 dub. Celtics is a proving ground. There's a chance that we might be going into that Celtic game on a 15-game win streak. And my math is horrible, so that might be 12 or 13. But I don't think Chicago has anything for us that we haven't already. You feel me? I doubt Miami has some secret weapon that we don't know about or something like that. Obviously, Spurs don't stand a chance against us. And the Hornets, we might start running out of things to say around here because it's looking like nothing but wins from here on out. But let me know your thoughts down below. Seventh Bond, Nets Republic. See you Wednesday.